Hey, Coach Trevor Gross from CUTigers.com. Do you get the sense from the guys that they're excited about going into their first true road game?
Oh yeah, they're excited. Every week's exciting around here. We try to treat every week as a season of its own. And, we work really hard for each and every game. It's an opportunity to play. So every game is kind of a one-game season. And now we got a chance to have that first true road game for a lot of these guys. So, yeah, there's definitely a lot of enthusiasm and taking on the road.
Hey, Dabo, this is Anna with Clemson 24/7. Just what can you recall about Will Shipley's recruitment? I know NC State was in there for a while, just had a lot of family go there. I guess that's kind of a cool opportunity for him to get the start this weekend there.
Yeah, that's kind of cool how it worked out. Certainly no idea how that's going to go, but he back-to-back weeks he's been our player of the game and has earned the opportunity to start. Just happened to be this week, but knew there was ties there when that started, but I think it came down to us in Notre Dame in his recruiting process. But happy for him to have the opportunity to get his first start up there.
Dabo, this is Larry. I think the defense played, I want to say 40 snaps in the second half there, and then what was it, 26 straight at the end?
It was
something crazy.
It seemed like 56. It was like I said, it was a weird game. Murphy's Law took over there at the end for sure. The long drive, hold them out from they don't get the touchdown, they kick the field goal onside, they get it. It was a crazy deal, but they hung in there, and I thought our depth showed up. We were able to rest some guys, and then we got Davis and Brzee and all those guys in there right there at the end. They were back in there and had a little bit more juice to them than maybe they would have if we didn't have some of the depth that we got.
Yeah, I was just wondering, given how grueling that was, whether you might have backed off a little bit with them this week or not.
We just do what we do in practice. We got a plan we believe in. The coaches, we know how many plays everybody plays and what they're we've got the GPS stuff that kind of gives us a lot of information, and the coaches kind of manage their groups based on how many snaps they played and that type of stuff. So, but as far as our structure of our practice, no, it's just a normal week.
Coach, it's Trevor again. How has Spector's knee held up the last couple of days?
He's looked good.
Dabo, this is Matt. Going back and watching DJ last year, it seemed like he did pretty well throwing on the run. Is there anything different this year that you've seen, whether it be mechanics or just confidence or anything you can kind of point to where he's had some troubles with accuracy at times?
Well, the nature of the first game was, an issue. Didn't ever got in rhythm, 7 plays in the first quarter, and didn't get in rhythm, and Georgia had a lot to do with that. And then, got better. He got better in the second game. Not perfect, but got better. And then this past game, he played his best game. 72%, 18 of 25, and still missed 2 or 3 plays that we expect him to make and he expects to make. But he's getting better. It's just we got a lot of new people, and it's all just kind of growing at the same time, and it's just a matter of time. That this group comes together and plays like we know they can.
Yeah, but it seemed like he on third down performed really well Saturday. They were throwing a lot of different looks at him pre-snap. Do you think that is a big help for his confidence moving forward, just performing well on third down and moving the chains? And
yeah, he did a lot of great. It was his best game, so absolutely he gained some confidence coming out of that game. And again, it's not just him; it's everybody around him too. It all goes together. But we were 9 of 15 on third down, and he in a game that you're seeing things that you didn't practice all week, and I thought it was a heck of a job by him for sure. So, like I said, he didn't play good the first game. He got better the second game, and he just played his best game. Still tons of room for improvement. So that's all you can ask for, and that's what you want to see. And he's just too talented at some point he's going to put it together, and those around him are going to play like they're capable of playing, and he'll see the fruits of his labor, because he's there's nobody that works harder than number 5.
Hey, Coach, it's David Hood with TigerNet. It's not like you guys have been booed at home, but both DJ and Matt said they were really looking forward to getting on the road, that sometimes that can help a team. You get a little bit more of a bond. You get to spend a little bit more time with your teammates. Do you see that? And do you think maybe this is a good time for this team to kind of get away and play in a road environment?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I've always, I've kind of always liked it. Even when I was a player, it's kind of, us against them, and you're in kind of hostile territory from the bus ride in to pre-game to the game, and it's one of those things that can galvanize you, and you find out. I think you grow a lot in those type of games. You find out a lot about where you are, and it's an experience that as a competitor you always look forward to. And it's a great environment. I've always thought NC State has just an excellent college environment. Their fans just they do a great job. Their fans, they show up. It doesn't matter, if they're undefeated or they're not having a great season. The fans are always there. They're passionate, and I've always had a lot of respect for NC State and the passion of their fan base. But it's a fun environment to go. And again, all my playing days and going on the road, whether it be in LSU or Auburn or Tennessee, just are coming, to Clemson and going to all these places. I mean, that's fun. And, not everybody can go. A lot of your team is back, and you got your travel roster, and you gotta come together and lean on each other. And cause you're really all you got, man. You're all you got. And we fortunately have done well on the road, because at the end of the day, the same things that went at home went on the road. It's really not any difference. And external factors determine your performance. Well, you're never going to be a good team. So you have to get the experience and grow from it. So it'll be fun to see how these guys respond.
Is this one of those weeks where you pipe in the wolf howls and the NC State, fight song, and kind of get the guys used to what it's going to be like?
Yeah, we try to make, like today, my ears were still ringing because we try to make it unrealistic, because, if you can function and practice with the type of noise that we pipe in here in practice, and we're inside, if we can function that way, then we'll be fine on game day.
Hey, Coach, Lawton Swan. So with a week like this, how do you handle something like Trenton Simpson, where he's going to be out in the first half and going to play in the second half? I mean, how do you guys specifically handle things like that in preparation? Because that's a unique situation.
I think he's playing in the first half, unless I miss something. You know something that I don't know?
Oh, no, maybe. Yeah. Sorry.
Hey, Coach, it's Trevor again. Andrew Booth got a lot of talk in the offseason, but opposite him, Mario Goodrich played every snap on Saturday, had 7 tackles. He's had some setbacks over the years, but seems like he's really coming into his own in his 4th year.
He really is. And it's just great to see. He had to grow up a little bit when he got here. And then it was staying healthy and really being detailed in what he does. And man, he's just come a long way. And super, super proud of him. He's playing very well for us, incredibly consistent, and just really, really proud of the leadership that he's providing day in and day out. He's showing up. He's the same guy every day. He's about his business. He's detailed in his work, and he has a sense of urgency to him. So I'm just really proud of him. He's got an opportunity. He's earned it, and he's taking full advantage of it.
Dabo, this is Matt again. Is there any one area in particular you'd like to see the offensive line play better in the running game to try to get that going?
Yeah, just communication. I mean, we got too many guys that are that should be blocked unblocked, and it's one thing to get beat on a block. It's another thing when we're not targeted properly, because we didn't communicate. Somebody didn't get the point, and we're working to the wrong backer or whatever. So just just cleaning up our communication is the main thing. These guys are playing hard. I mean, this is a group that plays physical. They're tough. Their effort is great. Man, if we had guys that didn't care or whatever, it'd be different. But man, we got great young men that care deeply. But we got to communicate better and in some areas. And then again, last week with Marcus, he was kind of just, really just not fair to him almost, not experienced enough, and it's put him in a bad spot. So, but that's the number one thing, just communication, and then cleaning up some of the pre-snap penalties. We've had too many pre-snap penalties, whether it be a false snap, a false start, whatever. So we got to clean that up.
And I know you said that you wanted to get some other guys in the game on the offensive line. Is there any chance of a different starter? Or you think you're going to stick with the same 5 starting?
Oh, I think the biggest thing is just making sure that we get some other guys in, because we think we have 8 guys that really deserve to play, and that was a disappointment from the other night, because we should have got Tio in there, we should have got Raven in there, we should get Mitchell Mays in there, and because those guys have, in my opinion, they've earned the right to play and to go compete. And not that anybody's perfect, but they need the opportunity to go compete. And if we could ever get Trotters, can only play right guard for us right now. But once he gets a little bit further along with that hand, he's one of the more functional players we have, and very smart, very technically sound, very fundamentally sound. So it's just a matter of time getting him back rolling as well. And then Trent Howard's coming. He's really growing and earning our trust as well.
Take 1 or 2 more for Coach if anybody has any.
Coach, does Thayer Thomas, number 5, remind you of Hunter Renfro a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, he's a great player. He's dynamic, does everything, returner. They throw screens to him, a lot of option routes. He's great after the catch. He's a tough kid. So, I mean, he's very savvy, like Hunter was. I mean, very, very savvy kid. He's played a lot of ball. And again, just, kind of a fearless player. Really good player. Really good player.